Hello traders, the title of the video is How does Elliott wave analysis work? Have you ever asked that question before? Are you wondering how does the Elliott wave analysis work? Alright, we have a good news for you. Alright, today we're going to talk about how does Elliott wave analysis works. Right. So in a nutshell, so I'm not going to go into a long discussion. I'm going to keep it very short, and I'm going to help you through the correct steps, okay, that we follow when we are performing Elliott wave analysis. So if you look at one Elliott wave trader counting wave, he may not follow all the correct steps that I'm about to mention, but he will follow, okay, 2 or 3 of those major steps that he or she need to follow, all right, to complete, okay, a valid Elliott wave analysis. So asking the question, how does Elliott wave analysis work? In a simple way is that we are applying the Elliott wave theory, all right, to the price without violating the Elliott wave rules. That's it. So when we are analyzing the chart using the Elliott wave principle, we are applying the Elliott wave theory, okay, in a practical fashion without violating the basic Elliott wave rule. So one of the rules is like, all right, the fourth wave should not overlap the first wave, all right? Otherwise, it will invalidate the strength of the trend that is developing. I explained all this before. Another rule is that the third wave should not be the shortest wave, because if the third wave is the shortest impulse wave, there is a high chance that the fourth wave will overlap, okay, the first wave, creating another violation of the Elliott wave rule. All right. There are many other Elliott wave rules that we follow. Is that generally speaking, an impulse wave is in the direction of the trend and usually subdivided into 5, okay, minor waves. All right. Corrective waves are usually subdivided into 3 waves. So when we are counting wave, we are applying those Elliott wave rules to count the wave, to identify what is an impulse wave, what is a corrective wave, without breaking the Elliott wave rule. Is a trending phase being completed? Meaning that are we at the end of the multi-wave? All right. Now, are we at the starting point of the corrective wave after an impulse wave or after, okay, a multi-wave? Okay. Are we dealing with a complex wave? Is there a distinctive Elliott wave pattern in place? So there are 13 specific Elliott wave patterns, and we are aware of those patterns, and we use those patterns to forecast the market in conjunction with everything else that I've said so far, Elliott wave rule, Elliott wave theory. So how does the Elliott wave analysis work? We are applying the Elliott wave theory in a practical fashion without violating the Elliott wave principle, identifying, okay, Elliott wave impulse wave, Elliott wave corrective wave, okay, the 13 specific pattern, all right, in order to time the market accurately and also to forecast, okay, the next price move, all right. Now, the next thing that you need to understand when you are asking the question, how does the Elliott wave analysis work? Now we're going to talk about the practical fashion. So I'm talking about how do we put it into use. So I talked about it already. So practically speaking, how do we put it into use? How does it work in a practical fashion? So now I'm going to talk about the steps. In practical fashion, the first step that most Elliott wave trader will follow is to perform what we call the preliminary Elliott wave count. So you just count wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 very fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first wave count that you are performing is the preliminary wave count. The first wave count that you are satisfied with, that you are happy with, that you say, well, it makes sense. before you start checking whether have I violated any Elliott rule, okay, and so on, and asking other questions and verify other things. So first step, preliminary wave count, okay? Second step is the validation of the Elliott wave that count that you have made. So preliminary wave count usually may be wrong. If you go deeper, because you can't wave, for instance, on the monthly chart, you must check the yearly chart. You must go to the lower time frame. You can't wave on the hourly time frame. You must check the daily chart. So you want to use different time frames to validate your wave count. Okay. Third step, which is important, that a lot of Elliott wave traders are ignoring. So I talk about it all the time, going into the mind of other traders. So usually a lot of Elliott wave traders will do their preliminary wave count, and then they will spend a lot of time to validate their wave count, and they won't bother to try to think and say, hold on a second, how other traders are seeing it. Talking about the viewpoint. Okay, you have your own viewpoint. You have validated your own viewpoint. How other traders are seeing it. Sometimes, like Apple stock was, you see this Apple stock here, it was a quite difficult one because I don't remember the title of the video, but something to do with Apple stock. It was not easy to count this way. I spent a lot of time to come to such. So you can see I was focusing the fourth manual way of the third way. It's now completed here. Okay, but when we were here, I was saying to trader, other traders are calling this the end of the third way itself. But I'm not satisfied with that, but I'm aware of it. So third step, going to the mind of other traders. Okay, don't forget that. Don't be like other Elliott wave traders. Be a smarter Elliott wave trader. Compare your wave count to other wave count. Going to the mind of other traders. Is there a discrepancy between your wave count and theirs? All right. Is it a significant discrepancy, or is it just something? Are you selling together with them, or are they buying when you are selling? You want to know. Otherwise, they can mess your trade. All right. Now, the fourth step, map out the chart. So recently, I've been talking about it all the time. Map out the chart. This is another step that a lot of professional Elliott wave traders will make. So you will see people will put all the Romance numbers on their wave count beautifully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blah, blah, blah. Everything done beautifully. All right. They will forget about going to the mind of other traders. And then they will say, sell here, end of the third wave. Buy here, end of the fourth wave. They don't map out the chart. So I don't want to go into how you map out the chart. Don't even bother to ask me in the comment section, because all I will do, I will send you to all our playlists, because other traders will get upset with me. I'll be talking about the map out your chart, draw out your trend line, use market geometry, use Fibonacci, draw your trend line, and so on. You see support, resistance, hotspot, trading zone. This is about mapping out your chart. Okay? So there's a video. There are plenty of video out there. Okay? And the fifth step, so you are mapping out the chart for what? To identify trading setup on the edge. So when you see a trading setup on the edge, what do? You will now implement a different time frame trading method. That's another thing that a lot of Elliott wave traders are not doing. So some traders are very good, so they count their wave, okay, they validate their wave count, okay, and they tie the market correctly. But they tie the market using Elliott wave alone. But I say to traders, why don't you combine your Elliott wave market timing with the top-down trading method? Have you seen a signal? Or you say, oh, I see a flat correction. Or the B pattern is completed, 1, 2, 3. Who is telling you that that B pattern cannot be prolonged longer? So I will sell because, oh, you say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm selling now for the C wave because it has an expanded flat correction. Use a top-down trading method. The completion of the B wave or the flat correction, which is one example, is a setup at 138.2% Fibonacci extension level, yes or no? Why don't you combine it and use, it's a trading setup, go to the next level and use, okay, a top-down trading method. So asking the question, okay, how does, okay, Elliott wave analysis work? We are applying a theory in a practical fashion, all right, to time the market more accurately, all right, without violating the Elliott rule. In a practical fashion, we follow some steps The first step is preliminary area weight count. Second step, the validation of the area weight count using different time frames. The third step, which I stated to you, go into the mind of other traders. Do not forget that. Map out your chart. Don't forget that also. Identify trading setup on the edge of those trend lines, support, key level, hotspot trading zone. And when you see a trading setup, now implement a top-down trading method. This is how the area wave analysis works. Have I answered your question? If not, let me know in the comment section. Or do you have a better answer than this? Okay, how do you use the area wave analysis? We want to hear from you. Let us know in the comment section. Is my voice sounding like a frog today? Oh, George, you are squealing like a pig. No. It's to make you laugh a bit, all right? So this will conclude our discussion today about how does area wave analysis work. If this video has been truly useful to you, please let us know by giving us your beautiful thumbs up. If you dislike it, please mark it down, all right? If you think it's an essential tutorial that can help other area wave traders, feel free to share with your friend on Google+, Twitter, Facebook, and Tumblr. I really appreciate it when traders share a video, and I say to those traders, thank you very much. You are amazing beings, all right? Sometime I'm posting video files on my Facebook page. My Facebook page is stochastic-macd. Subscribe to 24 Elliott Wave, our YouTube channel, digit 2, digit 4, Elliott Waves in plural. Be sure to click on the notification bell, so anytime we record a new video, you will be the first person to be notified. If you want to learn more about Elliott Wave trading, go to www.24elliottwaves.com. Until the next time, enjoy yourself and be very happy. We are the GSTW24 traders talking about how does area wave analysis work. Thank you for watching, and I will speak to you soon. Thank you for watching.